have fight.
Did it, now you have to go into the cave and to the descent into darkness. Mwahahaha.
Hey, wait a minute. That doesn't look like part of the cave.
Man, I can't fool you, can I?
No. Then you have to build another piece.
Oh, I guess so.
Well, of course, everything starts off with pink foam. So I had a bunch of scraps laying around, and I had shapes that I sort of kind of liked. So I started stacking them up and said, "Well, that looks like that could work. So let's go with that." And so I did. Of course, to keep everything in place, you gotta glue it together. Once the glue was all dry, I took my hot carving tool, started carving away. Wasn't really too sure on the shape until I started getting into it and said, okay, this looks kind of good. So I just carved and carved and carved. Then I knew I wanted at least one staircase, so started chopping out the stairs. There was no mathematics here. It was just carving away. That looks like a staircase. Once that was done, it was time to rough it up. Looked like it had to be dug out anyway, so took my sanding block, started sanding it up, roughing up the edges. Took a knife, started cutting away, making it look like it was chiseled out. Kept carving and carving and carving until I found, what I was looking for. Then it was time to add nice groundwork to it, so of course took some glue and put down sand. This regular play sand. I like that because it has different size granules in it. And it stands up nice when you dry brush it. So just put quite a bit of glue down and then quite a bit of sand. When the sand was dry, I kind of wanted a little bit more roughness to the rock, so dug it out some more. And of course did the old black and Mod Podge. What would life be without Mod Podge? Took a while to get it in all those nooks and crannies. When that was done, I mixed some burnt umber with Mod Podge, and I did the sand with that because I really wanted that to be more brown than black. So I dabbed it right on, got it all in there nice. So that was dry. It was time to do nice gray, dark gray for the rocks. I did not put the gray over the brown and the sand, just the rocks. And again, it took a while to get it in all the nooks that I had dug out. Once that was dry, then it was time for gray, dry brushing. I did a nice coat of just regular gray, and then I did like I think a raw sienna and a tan. Then I did a dry brush of brown and tan on the sand. And then when that was done, I did a black wash over just the rocks. And then I took a bunch of ballast material and made my rocks gray. Once that was dry, I started my flocking. I used, my normal flocking that I always use that I've done in other videos. Mixed it in with the rocks. Applied quite a bit of glue and put my flocking in there to make it look dirty and nasty and rocky and yucky. Then, of course, you need some sort of a way to get down, so I took pieces of twigs and branches that you find at the craft stores, and I made some posts, stuck them in. Then I took some ute and cut it to length, made a little loop on the end, and attached it to the posts so it was hanging down. And then took pieces of smaller twig and put it between the pieces of ute to make a little rope ladder that went down from level to level. The ute I had already soaked in brown paint from another project. Then I thought, there'd be probably spiders down there, so I had a little bit of like spider webbing. Because it would definitely have spiders down in like a cave descent. And that was it. Pretty good. I think it looks nice and dirty and dungy. I definitely wouldn't go down there because I'd be pretty scared. So, hope you enjoyed. Go build.
Now, how do you like that?
Now that's more like it.
Yeah, that's more like it.